Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Well, we finally have a little clarity now on Stanton's elbows. He'll be receiving injections, and of course, we'll be starting the season on the injured reserve list. So I guess we got a little information on Stanton there. So some of these rumors out there that maybe like, retire from baseball like that, looks like that's not the case. So react to that. And DJ LeMahieu, again, the oft-injured Yankee infielder. Again, it's been really just a terrible last 4 seasons for him with injuries and performance. Suffered a little bit setback in spring training there, so we'll get into that as well. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this podcast, Section 420 Talkin Yankees, the podcast, wherever you get your favorite podcast, and also go over to the YouTube, type in Section 420 Talkin Yankees, and subscribe there as well. So we last off with Stanton. He left the team, he went back to New York to deal with a quote a personal issue. Now we don't know if this really had anything to do with the personal issue, if there's something else, but looks like there's going to be some movement now on the elbow, so he's going to get a PRP, I guess plasma-rich something injection. Basically, what they do is they shoot your blood with like these plasma cells, stuff like that, and it helps repair the tissue. I think maybe some other, Jose Reyes, when he was with the Mets years ago, got that. So, again, that's pretty much common there. And there was the whole issue, in terms of what was going on, I think, with some players, during all the, PED stuff and the steroid stuff, is that, they were taking this blood and like mixing with PEDs and then shooting it back into themselves and stuff like that. But this is just plasma, just blood there. So, I'm sure Major League Baseball will do some testing after Stanton has this injection, just make sure nothing, no secret sauce was mixed in there with the plasma to help his elbows regain. But of course, because of that, and of course, I guess, getting the non-action from him, looks like he will begin the season on the injured reserve list, which was kind of looking like that way anyway there. So, and there's really no timetable when he will be ready to go there. So is this going to be sort of a wait-and-see situation? Kind of where we went through, last spring training with both Garrett Cole and Jason Dominguez. Both of them pretty much missing huge chunks of the season. So, we could very well just not see Stanton until June, July. This is the way it sounds like at this point there. So at least we have a little clarity on that. Now the Yankees with another injury. DJ LeMahieu had to be taken out of the game in the 4th inning, popping up to second base there, and felt something, a little pop there in his calf there, so just to be precautious, they took him out. Even Boone doesn't have any timetable when he'll be ready. And of course, DJ LeMahieu expressing his frustrations. Again, this is his last 4 seasons. It's been miserable for him with all sorts of different injuries. Now this is add another one there, so again, it doesn't sound like it's something to be too strenuous there. I don't think he'll miss a chunk of time there, but definitely probably going to be off his feet a little bit. And he had the issue, remember last season, I think he foul-tipped the ball off the top of his foot there, and then, he was out for a while for a little bit that there. So this seems like a bit similar situation. So I don't say it's like a dire injury, but it's just, if you're DJ LeMahieu, you want to do something to kind of salvage the rest of your Yankee career, which again has been miserable. This year and another year left on the contract there, and again, right now, unless something magically happens, I just don't see any different with DJ LeMahieu, and it's gonna be a rough season for him. I can say that, and I think the one thing he's been able to avoid is the boo birds. I think this because the first couple of seasons he had with the Yankees was just so tremendous that the last few seasons, really, Yankee fans have kind of laid off him a little bit. I mean, people like Stanton would get booed regularly, or someone like a Joey Gallo gets booed, Donaldson will get booed. But really, DJ LeMahieu's kind of been lucky so far to stave off that and hasn't really received that type of treatment yet. But I feel like this could finally be the season that fans are finally going to start giving it to him a little bit, just because there's never been it's a 4th season now of underperformance, not being quote unquote the machine. So I can see if he does get a little trouble at the plate this season, there fans are going to start giving it to him a little bit, and then we'll see if he reacts to that. Does he crumble? Does it motivate him to do better there? We'll see how that goes there. So that's the episode, kind of short and sweet there. So, Stanton is not going to be available for this opening day. He'll get this treatment on the elbows with the injections. And DJ LeMahieu, kind of remains to be seen. Again, just a little bit of a calf tweak. I don't think it'll be anything too bad, but not good for DJ. Just kind of trying to put something together here after a few miserable seasons. And again, right now for him, 2025, not getting off to a great start. Catch you next time.